Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can install Jenkins on your Windows 11 operating system. So the prerequisite of installing Jenkins is that you need to have Java JDK installed on your Windows operating system. So if you haven't yet installed Java, just install it. The procedure is really simple. If you don't know how to install Java, then I have already created few videos about that, so you can watch those videos. And once you have Java on your Windows operating system, we are ready to install Jenkins. So let's start with the download of Jenkins binary. So first of all, open your favorite browser and search for Jenkins, and the first link which will appear here will be from jenkins.io. So we are going to click on this link. And once we are on jenkins.io website, straight away you will be able to see the download button here. You can also see the download link here at the top also. So wherever you see the download link or button, just click on that. So now we are on the downloads page. Now here you have this stable LTS version and the regular releases. So we can just scroll down here where you can see different options for installing Jenkins on various operating systems. So you can see we can install Jenkins with Docker, Kubernetes, Ubuntu Debian, and all the other options. So what we want is we want to install Jenkins on Windows. So we will use this Windows version and make sure you are under the LTS version. LTS stands for long-term support version, right? So I'm going to click on Windows here. And once you click on the Windows option, this jenkins.msi file will start downloading. Now, if this MSI file is not downloaded, you can click on this alternate link which will start the download of this MSI file. So once the MSI file for Jenkins is downloaded, let's click on this file. And if you want, you can read some documentation on the download page itself. And you can see by default Jenkins run at this IP address, which is localhost :8080. And then if you want to change some configuration, it can be changed using jenkins.xml file, right? Let me minimize this browser. So you can see the installer is preparing, and now you can see the Jenkins setup wizard. So let's click on the next button on the first window. This will be the default location where Jenkins will be installed on your Windows operating system. So if you don't have the good reason to change this location, just leave it as default and then click on next. So here on the next page, we will see service logon credentials. Generally what I do is I select this option, which is run service as local system. And then later on, I can add the username and password when Jenkins is installed, right? So I'm going to choose the first option here and then click on next. This is the default port on which Jenkins will start. So it's port 8080 right now. If this port is not available, then Jenkins will complain. So it's better to test this port. So just click on test port. And this port is available on my Windows operating system, so that's okay. If it gives any error, you can change this port also, right? So once you have provided the port, click on next, and then you need to provide the path of your Java development kit. As I said, I already have installed Java on my Windows 11 operating system. So Jenkins installation has recognized the path of Java automatically. If it doesn't recognize this path, you can just browse this path and change this path also, right? Once that's done, click on next. And at this point, leave everything as default and then click on next. and then click on install. And then at this point you can see this kind of warning. Do you want to allow this app to make changes on your device? Click on yes, and the installation of Jenkins will start. So now in few seconds the Jenkins setup has been completed, and at the end you will see this kind of message which says completed the Jenkins setup wizard. And now I can click on the finish button to finish the setup. Now, as you have seen on this web page, you can open this URL, which is https localhost port 8080 to open Jenkins. So just click on this link here, which is going to open this localhost port 8080. And if Jenkins installation is done successfully, you will see this kind of web page here. Now here, to unlock Jenkins, you need to provide the initial password, and this password is present at this path which is shown here. So you just need to go to this directory and then open this file here, and your initial admin password will be there, right? So I'm going to just copy this path, go to my folder explorer, and then open this path here. And here I can see initial admin password file. I can right click here and then open it with some editor. So I have multiple editors here. You can choose any editor of your choice. I'm going to choose Notepad here and then click on OK. And then this is the password. So this is the initial password. So I'm going to copy this password and then paste it here, and then click on continue. And then you can see customize Jenkins, install suggested plugins, which is recommended. So I'm going to click on this option which says install suggested plugins, which is going to install all these suggested plugins like Git, LDAP, Pipeline, Workspace Cleanup, GitHub Branch Source. So all these plugins will be installed. So just wait for all those plugins to be installed. And once all those plugins are installed, you will see this kind of window where you can create a new admin username and password, right? So here you can create a new username and password. Let me create that username and password. So the username I want to give here is codebind, for example, and the password, I'm going to provide a very simple password here, and then I'm going to confirm that admin password, and then you can provide the full name here and then the email ID. So I have provided all these things: username, password, and then full name and the email, and then I'm going to click on save and continue. And this is the default IP address and ports. So you can open your Jenkins on this URL. I'm going to click on save and finish. And then I'm going to click on start using Jenkins, which is going to redirect me to the main Jenkins page, right? And you can see the username is codebind, which I set few seconds ago. And this is the Jenkins main page. Here you can create a new item, and then you can view the build history, and you can also see the people who have access to the Jenkins, and then you have some options to manage Jenkins. For example, if you want to install some plugins, you can install it from here. You can change some system settings, and other settings you can do from here. And then you also have my views. So here you can create a new job and then run your build jobs, right? Also, let's check whether my username and password is working. So I can click on log out, and then I can just log in with my username and password again, just to check. And then I will just click on keep me signed in and click on sign in, and the username and password which I have provided are working. So from now on, you can start using Jenkins on your Windows 11 operating system. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next video.